In this video, we're going to go through the seismic forces calculation. To begin any of our calculations, simply click on the New button and navigate to the module you would like to run. Once you have located the module, you can easily just double-click on it or select the Calculate button in the lower right-hand corner to begin the calculation. Don't forget to check out the notes we've included for each module outlining the scope, which codes were used to create the calculation, and any assumptions and limitations that have been made or are present. Once you start the calculation, your output page will start in the background, and then you will be presented with a series of interfaces. Each one of these interfaces work like a book, top to bottom and left to right. The first thing we need to do is select the code we would like to use, AC 702, 05, or 10. You can also choose to override the R value in the IBC if you'd like. Next, you enter in your risk category and site class. If you're unsure of which option to select, you can simply hover over the information bubble to read the excerpts from the code. You will need to know your map spectral acceleration parameters either from the USGS website or from the ASCE maps. If you choose to determine the seismic design category from Table 11.6-1 alone by selecting this option, hover over the information bubble and make sure that all of those conditions apply. Next, we will enter in our building data. You can choose to include vertical load distribution and whether or not you would like to include the exception for regular structures less than 5 stories tall. Here we will include the vertical load distribution and will enter in 3 stories, each 15 feet apart, and assume there is 100 kips of effective seismic weight per floor. Now we need to select our lateral system. We will assume we are using steel moment frame and will select an R value of 3.5 for a C.4 steel ordinary moment frame. Simply hit Copy to Calcs in the upper left-hand corner to bring this information into the interface. If you accidentally select a system in this window that does not match the lateral resisting system you specified above, you will get an error message. The calculated fundamental period will display here, but you can override it if you like by selecting this box. You can also change the long period transition period as well. Should you find yourself working in Site Class F, this section will assist you through the alternate design parameters required in accordance with Section 21.1 of ASCE. It will remain grayed out if you choose any other site class. Lastly, you need to select your output options. Here you have the option to select a full output or a summary of this calculation. Depending on your region and who ultimately will be reviewing these calculations, this may vary. However, it is very simple to switch back and forth as needed. You can also select your results to be tabularized, which is recommended for this specific calculation, and if you would like to include the diaphragm force minimums. Once you select Finish, you will get a line-by-line output going through each of the calculations included in the design. Every variable will be defined, each equation written out, and every code reference provided. This eliminates the black box feel entirely. Now, if something needs to be changed within the calculation, simply click on the Calculate button and the same series of interfaces will appear. Make whatever changes are necessary to update your calculation and hit Finish. The output will automatically be updated. Be sure to check out the other TEDS trial videos that go through each of the other included calculations, as well as how to customize them using TEDS for Word.